What if I told you your next flight could be ruined? Not because of turbulence or weather, but because you packed one everyday item that the TSA quietly banned in 2025? Most travelers have no clue the rules have changed. And if you're flying soon, whether it's for business, vacation, or just visiting family, you'll want to watch this to the very end. Because today you'll find out exactly which items are no longer allowed, why TSA banned them, and how to pack the right way so your bags make it through security and your flight without a hitch. And trust me, if you think you already know what's banned, wait till you see what changed this year. By the way, if you travel even a few times a year, hit subscribe right now. Boardifly breaks down travel rule updates before they catch you off guard. And this one's a big one. All right, let's start with the one that's catching hundreds of travelers by surprise. 1. Lithium batteries and power banks, the silent confiscation wave. In 2025, the TSA finally tightened enforcement on lithium-ion and lithium metal batteries in checked baggage. That means your power bank, your spare camera battery, even your e-cigarette battery, all of them can be confiscated if they're found inside a checked bag. Here's why. Lithium batteries can overheat or ignite if damaged, and the cargo hold doesn't have the fire suppression equipment to handle that. So now airlines and TSA officers are extra strict. To keep your gear safe and legal, follow these steps. Always pack power banks and spare lithium batteries in your carry-on only. Cover exposed terminals with tape or use battery sleeves. Keep them outside of hard-to-reach pockets. TSA might ask to see them. And never leave a device charging inside a bag. A pro traveler tip: keep your smaller power bank in your personal item under the seat and your bigger one in your overhead carry-on. That way, if your main bag is gate-checked, your battery still stays with you. Repeat after me. Batteries equal carry-on. Checked bags are a no-go. 2. Cordless hair tools. Yes, they're now banned in checked bags. Here's another new rule that blindsided travelers this year. Cordless curling irons, straighteners, or styling tools powered by lithium batteries or butane gas cartridges are no longer allowed in checked luggage. TSA updated this mid-2025 after several incidents of butane leakage and battery overheating in cargo holds. So what do you do if you travel with one of these? If it's cordless and battery-powered, it can only go in your carry-on, and the heating element must be covered. If it uses butane cartridges, leave those at home. Spare cartridges are banned altogether. Plug-in tools without batteries are still allowed in either bag. Here's a little insider hack. Keep a plug-in backup straightener just for trips. It's simpler, it won't get flagged, and you'll avoid losing your expensive cordless model to airport security. So the new rule to remember here: battery or gas styling tools, carry on only, and no spare cartridges. And if you're thinking, that's already a lot to keep up with, wait till you hear what changed about your ID. 3. The real ID deadline. And why people are still getting denied boarding. This one's not about your bag, but about you. As of May 7th, 2025, the Real ID Act finally took full effect across the U.S., meaning you can no longer board a domestic flight with a standard state driver's license unless it's REAL-ID compliant. That little gold or black star on your license? That's the sign you're good. No star? You'll need a passport or another TSA-approved federal ID just to get through security, even for a 1-hour domestic flight. To avoid being that person frantically calling home at the airport, check your license today. If there's no star, visit your DMV and apply for a REAL-ID. Or just use your passport as your main ID when flying. And arrive early. TSA is testing new scanners that sometimes take a few extra seconds to verify IDs. Here's your takeaway phrase. REAL-ID or passport equals go. Regular license equals risk. And while we're talking about risk, let's talk about what's still confusing everyone. The liquid rule. 4. The 3-1-1 rule. Still here, but about to evolve. Everyone knows the 3.4 ounces per container, 1 quart-sized bag, 1 per passenger. That rule's still in effect. But TSA's new CT scanners mean that change is on the horizon. In 2025, TSA confirmed it's testing advanced CT scanning lanes that can identify liquids in larger containers more precisely. So at some U.S. airports, agents may let travelers keep liquids and laptops in their bags. But not everywhere. Not yet. Here's how to avoid surprises. Keep using travel-sized bottles for now, under 3.4 ounces each. Place them in a clear quart-sized bag at the top of your carry-on. Declare anything exempt, like baby formula, breast milk, or medications. And if you're unsure, ask a TSA officer before you put it through. An insider hack: carry refillable bottles and fill them after security. That way you're compliant every time, even when rules vary by airport. So for 2025, 3-1-1 still reigns. But new scanners are changing the game. And speaking of change, the next update literally changes how you walk through security. 5. The shoe rule. It's finally changing. Remember when we all had to remove our shoes at security? That's changing, quietly but steadily. In 2025, TSA began rolling out new screening technology at major U.S. airports that lets travelers keep their shoes on. It's similar to what you'd experience in TSA PreCheck, but now expanding beyond that group. So if you've noticed shorter lines or less chaos at some airports, that's why. Still, not every airport is upgraded. Here's how to handle it like a pro. Wear shoes that are easy to remove if asked, but don't assume you'll have to. Keep your ID and boarding pass handy. Scanning is faster now. Pack your electronics and liquids near the top of your bag to speed up your bin time. And if you haven't already, consider TSA PreCheck or Global Entry. It's worth it. One of the easiest ways to breeze through security in 2025 is to look organized. When agents see your bag is laid out cleanly, they're less likely to pull it for inspection. Your new motto: shoes on, ID ready, liquids out. But hang on, we're only halfway through. Because in a minute, I'll share one hidden gem rule that experienced travelers use to cut down screening time, even without PreCheck. So keep watching, you'll want this one. 6th, international flights, where U.S. rules stop applying. One of the biggest travel mistakes this year has been assuming TSA rules apply everywhere. They don't. When you leave the U.S., you step into the rules of the departure country, and they might still be stuck in 2010. Many airports outside the U.S. still require you to remove shoes, laptops, liquids, and even tablets separately. Some have even tighter liquid limits, as small as 100 milliliters total. So don't assume the same bag that passed U.S. security will clear your next checkpoint abroad. To stay ahead, check the airport's website before your flight. Review the airline's carry-on items page. International carriers can be stricter. Keep your power bank and batteries in your carry-on. Some countries require you to declare them. And expect random swab checks for electronics, even if you've already cleared security in the U.S. Pro tip: keep screenshots of TSA and airline policies in a travel docs folder on your phone. If an agent questions something, you can show the written rule. So remember, different country, different screen. 7. Allowed doesn't always mean easy. Here's a mistake even seasoned travelers make. Just because an item is allowed doesn't mean it won't cause problems. TSA's "What can I bring?" list is comprehensive, but agents still have discretion. If your item looks suspicious on the X-ray, it can still be pulled, opened, or even confiscated. And that's especially true for cluttered carry-ons. So pack neatly, wires untangled, electronics in layers. Keep tools, chargers, and cables in small, clear pouches. Put liquids in a visible section of your bag. And when in doubt, declare your item before screening. Here's a small but genius move. Take a quick photo of your packed bag before you head out. If it gets opened, you'll know where everything goes and if something's missing. Your new rule: allowed not equal automatic. Pack smart so you don't get slowed down. And now it's time for that hidden gem I promised. 8. The hidden gem rule. The courtesy clause. Most travelers don't know this. TSA officers are allowed to use their own discretion when deciding whether to screen you further. That means your attitude and how you present your items can make or break your screening time. The hidden gem rule, what seasoned travelers call the courtesy clause, is simple. Be pre-organized, communicate clearly, and act like someone who knows the process. Here's what that looks like in practice. When you approach the scanner, make eye contact and say, "Electronics are on top, liquids in front pocket." If you have special items like formula or medical devices, tell them up front, "I have a CPAP machine that's been screened before." Keep calm even if they pull your bag. They're not out to get you. They're following the algorithm. Time and again, travelers who use the courtesy clause get waved through faster and avoid random rechecks. It's not a loophole. It's a mindset. And in 2025, when lines are long and tempers short, it's your secret edge. So remember, courtesy is currency. And now that you're armed with that, let's look at what's coming next, because the future of airport screening is about to shift again. 9. The 2026 preview. What's coming next? TSA isn't done changing things. In fact, 2026 may bring one of the biggest shakeups since the 311 rule was created. Right now, new CT scanners are being tested to allow larger liquids, advanced ID verification that ties your face to your ticket, and expanded keep-on policies for shoes, belts, and laptops. In other words, the checkpoint of the future could feel more like a walk-through tunnel than a bin ballet. To stay ahead of that, choose bags that are scanner-friendly, no bulky layers or metal frames. Use travel bottles under 3.4 ounces until the official policy changes. Label your batteries and electronics for faster screening. And stay subscribed to channels like Boardifly. We'll update you the moment TSA officially rolls out the 2026 changes. Future-proof your packing now. Because when the new scanners go live, those who've stayed informed will already be flying smoother than everyone else. Your key takeaway: adapt early, travel easy. 10. Quick recap. The traveler's checklist for 2025. Let's lock it all in. Power banks and spare batteries, carry on only. Cordless hair tools with batteries or gas. Only carry on, no spare cartridges. Real ID is required for domestic flights as of May 2025. Liquids, stick to 311 until further notice. Shoes, mostly on now, thanks to new scanners. International flights, rules differ, always check. Allowed doesn't mean hassle-free. Pack clean and organized. Courtesy clause. Attitude and preparation can save minutes. 2026, new scanners, facial ID, and relaxed liquid limits on the horizon. If this saved you even one potential headache, hit subscribe right now. Because we don't just report travel news, we decode it. Flying isn't supposed to feel like navigating a minefield. And it doesn't have to. With the right awareness and a few smart packing habits, you'll move through any checkpoint like you belong there. Because you do. So next time you travel, remember the master key. Carry on first, ID ready, organized bag, calm energy. Follow that, and you'll fly smoother than 90% of travelers this year. Now, I've got a question for you. What's the strangest thing TSA has ever asked you to pull out of your bag? Drop it in the comments below. I'll be replying to some of the best stories in the first 24 hours after this video goes live. And if you want to keep your travel knowledge sharp, tap subscribe and ring the bell. Because on Boardifly, we help you fly smarter, not just farther. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next trip.